Hey everyone, testing a few new things here. Today I want to talk about Giving an Account of Oneself by Judith Butler. The book itself is a modern philosophy which has a few problems that we will talk about, but it is still a very interesting book. The topic is about self-accountability or responsibility. And this book is written from 2005, but it is still relevant or even more so today. It's a quite short book with only 3 chapters, and from the first chapter it suggests immediately that ethics can be used to avoid personal responsibility actually, which is still true today. You can easily see how social media generates conversation and trending topic. Just enter any keyword here and make sure it's something people will have a lot of opinion on. It doesn't matter whether it's pros or cons, good or bad, not woke enough or too woke. It don't matter, as long as it will make people have an opinion about another opinion that will cause for opinion. Then it goes trending. But it doesn't help a person with our own accountability. It doesn't help us, since it's mostly an opinion related to others. So it focuses more on the external instead of the internal. And clinging on moral norms are also difficult since the norms change with time. So culture can easily get outdated if you look back enough through history. As the world changes, so will the norm. The solar system doesn't revolve around the earth anymore. We have enough capabilities to trade that will become obsolete outside of grid. Some things are timeless, most things are not. The book also said this. The problem is not with universality as such, but with operation of universality that fails to be responsive to cultural particularity and fails to undergo a reformation of itself in response to the social and cultural condition it includes within its scope of applicability. Which is true, but also we can separate ourselves from these norms since we will quickly become a social outcast, or worse, cause harm to ourselves and others. So how do we know how to be responsible better then? Just listen and learn more than we talk, or type in this case. Here's what the book learned from Nietzsche's genealogy of morals. For Nietzsche, accountability follows only upon an accusation or minimality, an allegation, one made by someone in a position to deal out punishment if causality can be established, and we become reflective upon ourselves accordingly. Through fear and terror. Indeed, we become morally accountable as a consequence of fear and terror. But let us consider that being addressed by another carries more violence beside fear. There may well be desire to know and understand that is not fueled by the desire to punish, and the desire to explain and narrate that is not prompted by a terror of punishment. We as the people can be very quick to defend ourselves, but that will cause a failure in our judgment to learn self-accountability. I said is don't be too quick to dole out punishment for others, but then hastily defend ourselves with our mistake or doing a non-apology apology. Why can you admit you're wrong? You have no right to ask that question. You have a different culture, of course you will understand. I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. These are the kind of things that people say to defend themselves. And by being a bit too quick on defense, we'll stop listening and eventually will deflect any criticism, including the good ones. And when you deny all criticism, you also deny yourself of self-criticism, and you deny yourself of self-accountability. Besides, self-reflection only works when we process criticism from others. And also, by listening and learning in a healthy way, we can better reflect on our own conduct, since we tend to revise what happened and what we do so we can easily take the blow to our own ego when admitting a mistake. It is so easy to fall to narcissism when we are too quick to dispensing judgment to others, whether it's to another country or another generation as per usual. The generational gap thing to do. But taking accountability means knowing more about what we're about to judge before we judge them by their cover. It is a very interesting subject, as I said, but for the book itself, I'm honestly lost for most of the book, so I can't really recommend it that much. It's one of the defining faults of modern philosophy, I think. It used archaic language like archaic, that is no longer commonly used, and a lot of reference that needed more reference. Does it kind of gatekeep itself by default for people to read? To read this, you need a little bit of understanding or a lot of understanding about Nietzsche, Foucault, Hegel, Adorno, Caffarero, Freud, even Kafka, and much more, which is a bit much if you ask me. But if you want to challenge yourself, I don't think you'll find a better topic for it. That's about it.